Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Today we are in the sunny, gorgeous town. We are in Calpe. Let's discover its old town and the most popular beach of Arenal on a sunny, gorgeous Sunday. The old town of Calpe is a truly magical place. This square is called Plaza Beato Francisco Sendra, and this is where you have a sculpture, a monument to a teacher in this area. Very emotional monument that a lot of people love and know about. From here, we can go directly towards the tower, which is called Torreón de la Pesa. This is the official entrance. As you can see, quite more people are arriving to discover what it has to offer. The truth about the old town of the Calpe is actually that the streets here are very, very narrow. It's an original fishing village, which originally consisted of a small walled town, the old town, which is where we are right now, constructed around the church, which we have right on our right side. The wall being built was made to defend the residents against the frequent attacks by pirates from North Africa. So this was the actual original village of Calpe. And this is the church that all the walls and all the residents were protecting, which is called Our Señora of the Snows, Our Lady of the Snow. This is the parish church, and it's located right in the heart of the old town. Built in around 1975, has a mix of both modern and traditional design. And from here, right next to Torreón de la Pesa, which is to our right side, we are continuing our way downwards. By the way, there are some unique pieces of artillery that defended the Christian town from the 15th century onwards. And right next to that wall, we had two cannons extracted from the port of Calpe. They were constructed in England, by the way, in 14th century. There are a lot of small squares like this one, for example, where you can see unique old buildings. This is the square of the fishermen, and here we have a quite curious building. This is a ice cream place that's covered in flamingos. Very colorful, blue, pink, and inviting to sit down and enjoy some nice drink, snack, maybe a milkshake or an ice cream, even a slushy or a smoothie in summer. Here in the old town, there is one of the most famous streets that people must visit, which is Calle Puchalk. This is its official name. You can find it on the screen. Write it down if you wish and visit it the next time. And it's also known as Staircase of Spanish Flag. The obvious reason why, you can see it here on the screen. Different hand-painted buildings, imagine this, of how Calpe was looking like long time ago. Not a lot of tourists still know this street exists, which is an absolute shame, but it's a very nice, emblematic part of the old town of Calpe. Even some houses are on sale here, but quite some people are living here whole year long. Others decide to sell the property or make it as a tourism vacational holiday home, because in summer there's a lot of tourists who would love to stay out here in the heart of Calpe. Incredible place. Here is where almost the vast majority of pictures are coming from. When you see people visiting Calpe, right at the beginning of the stairs is where the usual pictures are coming from. Even on the doors, there's some specific nice art. This is the view from the top. This is how the street looks like. From here, it's nothing specific, so people can just pass by. But if you look from the down of the street, that's where the true design and the true culture comes in place. From here, around 5 minutes walking, we are already at the beginning of the famous beach El Arenal Ball. To be honest with you, this is not the only one. As you all probably might know, Calpe has several beach areas. The most famous one is obviously Playa del Arenal Ball, which is where we are located right now. Then, towards the end of it, there is the beach of Cantal Roig, and passing through the port of Calpe, on the next side, we have the other beach, which is Playa de la Fossa. Slightly less crowded, not as touristic unless it's summertime and peak season, but also a great place to be. From here, you can already see that even though it's February, it's Sunday, it's weekend, the sun is shining. On the sunshine, if you stay still on the sunshine, the real feel will be around 20 degrees of a temperature. But if you walk and with the wind, it's around 18 more or less today. But still, it's a great day, and this is why a lot of people decided to go out and at least have a lovely sunny walk. This is where the beach actually starts, and this is how long and beautiful this beach is, and it continues up until the port of Calpe. Right nearby, we have some of the popular hotels. This hotel right here is called Sol y Mar. Nice hotel. Almost got an option to work here. I've worked here for one entire day. After what I've decided, it's too far away from our home, but still I got to see how it is here. The rooms are very nice. The service is great inside. They live for the great customer service. So that you know, if you want to stay in Calpe, this is one of the recommended hotels. Great food, by the way, too. And nice decorated common areas. You also have possibility to get a room with a sea view, which is even more attractive. The good thing about the beach of Arenal Ball, if you were planning to come here, is that it has a lot of different services. This area right here is the most touristic one. Hence, this is where the biggest amount of businesses, tourist-oriented, are actually located. There's a tremendous amount of different bars, restaurants, and cafeterias, and each of them has a unique design. Obviously, the biggest part of it are open air terraces, but with the weather we have right now, why not to sit down on the sunshine on the open air and enjoy some nice drinks or snacks? Some of these places are fancy restaurants that do tend to have slightly higher costs, but then you have snack, cocktails places, takeaways, and much more. Typical Spanish restaurant like this one. This is a restaurant for fish and seafood. No Caribe, it's called. And this is where you can get a menu for $15.90. Menu of the day, $15.90. That's actually not a bad price. And you can try a little bit, quite a few meals of typical traditional Spanish food. And apart from that, what I love the most about this beach is it's very clean, it's tidy, the water is clean. You have all these small areas like teeny tiny swimming pools in the rocks where children love to play. If you have small children or grandchildren, that might be a recommended place to visit. The water is also not too deep, so for not very good swimmers is a great place to be. Here we have a small square. This particular square, which is called Plaza Colón, is where we have a lovely fountain. Right now it's not working as it is, but usually there's water coming out of it. Right here is where we have a tourist information office, the small teeny tiny white and blue house we can see in front of us. And on this particular roundabout is where you will be taking the touristic train slash minibus that runs around Calpe. Ooh, there's some plane, touristic plane probably here in the area. So this is where you can get the train. See right there, there's like a pink frame that is empty right now, see-through. On this frame, they put you the schedule for the train of Calpe. It brings you through different touristic areas to get to know the city, and it's great if you plan on spending here the whole entire day. Just get on it, enjoy, see what Calpe has to offer, and then you can hop on, hop off, or whatever you want to continue with discovering the area. This place also has quite a lot of typical traditional shops, like a souvenir shop, maybe some clothing, mostly oriented for tourists. I must say that locals do not really shop right here unless they desperately need something for the beach or something happens. It's not the case because it's slightly more expensive than in other places. You have some nice souvenirs, some clothing made in Spain, different types of cards, postcards, things for children to play on the beach, towels, sunscreen, sunglasses, and much, much more. This is one of the most expensive restaurants here. It's called Bambero. Great, luxurious restaurant on the front line of Calpe. This is for special occasions. Exotic Terrace, one of our favorite ones. They do have menus here. They do have cocktails for €5 on the happy hour. It's a great place. Together with Tango, these two have really lovely breakfast, snacks, cocktail options, nice service, great big terrace with the views of the sea and a lot of sunshine, which is why a lot of people love it, and a lot of people are coming here to enjoy some nice breakfast on weekend. This restaurant, Marivent, this is Mediterranean cuisine, is closed right now, but all these places, this one and this one right here, Las Olas, this is supposed to be a shop for souvenirs and like touristic thingies to purchase during the holidays, some clothing, accessories, etc. These two are closed and they will be opening back in March, but then there are others who still maintain their doors open. And look at this, just spotted it, which is why we needed to make a small turn. This did not exist before. This was made in 2023. See? The benches to sit down, these ones are like cement, like stone benches. And they were usual typical white benches. Not sure if someone paid to make this or the person made it specifically for the city to make it nicer. But I do feel it's a great idea. Now it actually makes me wonder, do all of these white benches have some kind of drawings and designs on them? I wonder if it's actually the case. While we'll be going here, wherever we can, we will show you if they have some specific designs on them. But this will be actually great. This is not a simple white bench, but it gives it a touch of color. And the person who did it, if it was on his own, that I do not consider it vandalism. See, there's the thing. It depends on what it is and where it's made. If it's like a typical, maybe someone paid to them. We don't know. Look at this. Typical house here on the front line of the beach. And there's a doggy out there. That's cute. So it all depends. Sometimes municipal hall, town hall pays artists to do these things. And I think that was actually the case because it's a great idea. Oh, look at this. There's some lemons out here. The first one was oranges or like mandarins. And these ones are lemons. This is cute. See, this is cute. You go around the town, you discover things that you did not even know existed. And they did not exist up until last year. So it's a recent addition to design. See, there's once again, I suppose all the white benches, people don't even see it. I don't think people just look at the bench like this because people don't see what they have in front a lot of the times. You know, they just look at the beach and in front of themselves. But small things like this, not a lot of people actually see that they exist here in the city. But now, you as well as us, we all do know that there are these lovely benches existing in Calpe. What we did see, however, are a lot of the, they're called here mantilleros because they put it on like a manta, which is like a cover, like a duvet cover or like some beach cover, you know, to put on the sand. And they sell a lot of goodies out here. Look at the prices. You can pause it, by the way. Lemon chicken 750. Chicken with sweet and sour sauce 750, something for 9, 10, 11 euros. This is how much the meals cost. This is like the Chinese, it's called Asian restaurant. Asian restaurant prices are quite expensive. Well, I mean, it's a plate of food. If it's a big one, if it's a good quality, then that's absolutely fine. But if it's like a small portion, something reheated, then not a lot. If you've tried some of the restaurants here on the beach line of Calpe, let us know if you've enjoyed any of them, because I'm quite sure a lot of tourists here would enjoy to hear your review. Oh, they've painted oranges even on the post, on the light posts. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's another one with a lemon. Look at this. That's fun. That's actually really fun. I like it. Oh, there's even Polish cuisine. They have cocktails for 5 euros, menus 19.50, 12.90, different meals 9.90, 15.56, a burger plate with some side meal and some salad. That's all right, I guess. It depends on the portion, how big it actually is. But even Polish cuisine out here on the beach. This is a newer place. We probably opened recently because we didn't see it before. There's some brand new letters here. The place you must take a picture during your holidays. Lovely letters made out of stone. Incredible green letters that are saying Calpe right in front of the sea, with all the views of Peñoñ de Ifach, which is the natural park, this giant stone that you see in all the pictures and all the postcards. So this is where the picture is supposed to be made by all the tourists in the area. A spot like with a hashtag, you know, the one that you use in Instagram and in a lot of other social media, even in YouTube, like a tag, to show that you visited this specific beach of Calpe. Here nearby, we have some nice restaurants. It's called Morena. The basically means like when you have darker features, like dark eyes, maybe dark hair, or if you're tanned. This is what Morena means. Just let's say it like this. Morena it's called. It's not a bad word. It's like when you have slightly darker features, and that's it. And it's a lovely cafeteria for different types of snacks and meals. And it's located right in the apartment buildings. That's a touristic apartment rental business. All this entire huge tower on the front line of the beach of Calpe, these are touristic apartments. Then this is called Vista Bella, the building itself. And this is where you can get some nice apartment right in front of the beach. Look at this. And look at the other sitting, like the bench, decorated with oranges or mandarins, not sure what it is. But you have all these gorgeous views right in front of you, and stay in this apartment building for maybe a few weeks, a month, or like the whole entire winter time, if you wish, is a great alternative. Right in front of us, this straight walking promenade of the Arenal Ball Beach is over. There's another beach on this side right before port, and the walk continues up until the port of Calpe and Peñoñ de Ifach, which is this lovely stone that we have in front of us. And from there, we can also walk to another beach. So Calpe seems quite big. It looks like a big town, but if you love walking, if you enjoy it, the nature, the walks on the sunshine, you can actually walk the entire town if you prefer to do so and discover it on your own. You can also have private tours with us, which is where we provide you comfortable transfer, pick up and drop off, the guide, myself, aka myself, and we give you some bottles of water. We show you everything you need to know about Calpe, and we enjoy a lovely day outside. You can check different private tours that we have to offer on our official website, Benidorm by Anna Tours. And if you want to create a tour on your own, a completely personalized one, that's perfect as well. Just let us know. This is what the famous beach of Arenal Bol looks like in the loveliest town of Calpe. Incredible place. I definitely recommend you to discover There's a lot of nice restaurants, bars, cafeterias with typical Spanish food, great quality wine, and incredible design, situated right here by the beach. Also, if you follow slightly forward, you will encounter with the port of Calpe. One of the best ways to get here obviously is by car because it's the fastest way. But if you don't want to rent a vehicle or if you don't have a vehicle on your own, then the second option would be take the train. The Benidorm tram line that goes from Benidorm to Denia. This is the best one that you can choose if you want to go to Calpe. However, there is another option, which for all travelers and adventurers is the best option of all. From the port of Benidorm, there is a boat that goes directly to Calpe, back and forth. This boat goes in the morning time and then you can come back by around 4 or 5 p.m., which gives you an entire day of exploring. Here in Calpe, you can go to the beach, and since it stops directly at the port right there behind us, it is where you will be able to try out traditional Spanish seafood. Why it's the best option? Because the boat, apart from enjoying gorgeous views of the sea and all the shore of Costa Blanca, Altea, Benidorm, and then Calpe, you will also stop directly at the port. And that's where there's a lot of different restaurants. They're more expensive, that's true. Be prepared to spend at least 150 euros if it's just two of you. If it's a singular traveler, maybe 50, 70 minimum. If you will be asking for seafood, seafood usually goes per kilogram, per weight, and it's the most fresh seafood and fish that you will ever find here in Calpe. Hence, the price is also slightly higher. But if you want to treat yourself, that's one of the best and most recommended options. And then you can walk up until Natural Park Peñoñ de Ifach. On our right side, there are salinas, which are salt lakes where authentic flamingos actually live. And you have two different beach options out here. One of the most popular ones is this one, the beach of Arenal, to spend a gorgeous day in Calpe. Thank you for accompanying us on today's video. As you can see, even in February, Calpe is amazing. There's a lot of people here. Tourism kicked in quite strong, started strong this year, and in summer it's going to be even more busy. But even so, even in summer months, you are able to find a calm spot on the beach. Thank you for accompanying us, and we'll see you in a new video tomorrow. Bye, teas.